Hi guys, so I'm making this unofficial video for those of you who I have discussed meal planning with. A better video is coming, but I feel like I needed to hurry up and make this video so that it can be an easier process to just go ahead and get started. Basically, whenever you're starting the meal plan, you have to first start off by going to MyFitnessPal and downloading the free app. When you go into MyFitnessPal, they're going to ask you to put down your goals and all of your information. Once you do that, they're going to give you a caloric daily intake recommendation. So the thing you want to be careful of is how many pounds you're saying you want to lose, or if you want to maintain or whatever, because that's going to greatly take away from your food if you try to put something like you want to lose 2 pounds a week. I know that's what you want to do. You want to lose as much weight as possible. However, MyFitnessPal is going to recommend a level of intake that is going to be very drastic and may not be necessarily right for you. So, and that can be very discouraging, and I wouldn't recommend that you start there. I would recommend that you put 1 pound a month, 1 pound a week, or less than that, like half a pound. And you have to also be very honest about your level of activity. So don't put your level of activity as active if you're going to start next week, or if you want to work up to being very active. Don't do that, because MyFitnessPal is just going to go by what you're putting down, and that's going to make a huge difference in what you're able to eat. So if you're only lightly active, make sure you're putting that. And also know that on MyFitnessPal, for a person to be active, what they consider active is 5 days a week of moderate to intense exercise. So if you're not doing 5 days a week moderate to intense exercise, don't put active, put lightly active, okay? If you're doing that, then it's going to be more accurate. If you put more than what you should, you're going to be cheating yourself, because they're going to recommend they're going to recommend more food for you than you're supposed to, and you're not going to be losing the weight you thought you should have. Another thing is, with MyFitnessPal, it's general. So you have to be careful to put your specific information in there, because it's just default setting for everybody. So when it comes to your macros, you have to go in and change it, and it's kind of complicated, so I can do that for you. You have to go in there and change your macros so that you're eating low carb. So it's important that you're not only following the caloric recommendation, but you also need to find out and also follow the macronutrient recommendation. Your macronutrients is your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. You need that to run on every day, okay? However, how much carb you have is going to determine all that water weight you're carrying. So if you eat high carb, which is the regular American diet, that's high carb, then you're probably carrying around excess water. So what you're going to need to do is go low carb, which is not actually low carb, it's actually the healthy amount of carbs that you're supposed to have. So when people think that they're eating low carb, or they're eating like for a diabetic, actually they're just eating healthily, and that's the way it needs to be. Now, with all of this, I'm going to suggest vitamins. I'm not suggesting everybody the same vitamins, so don't think that. I'm suggesting the vitamins based on what you've told me, based on what you're going to be eating and things like that. And so if I suggest vitamins to you, it's because I can see where you are and where you want to be, and I know that those vitamins are going to help you get there. If you try to just follow this meal plan and you don't take the vitamins, you're going to feel like crap for the next couple of weeks, and you're probably not going to make it. Okay, so it's very important that you take those vitamins. Those vitamins mean the difference between you actually having energy to get up and do things or not. And if you're not having them, then I don't know how you're going to fare well. You're going to be miserable. I'm going to tell you that. Not because of the things that I'm recommending that you eat, but because you're not used to eating low carb or eating less carb than what you're doing. So what that means is, I used to be an addiction counselor. And what that means is that your body is used to or addicted to that amount of carbs that you're eating. And then when you just yank that out of your life like that, even if you're just reducing it, if you're reducing it, you're in a significant way, the way that I'm going to set it up, your body's going to say, no, we're dying. You got to go and get that bagel. You got to go and eat that sandwich. You got to eat this. You got to eat that. Get those donuts, because it thinks that's what you need to survive. So it's going to be sending stress signals that you're crashing, you're withdrawing. It's just like a person withdrawing from cigarettes, alcohol, same thing. You're going to feel like crap. However, if you can make it past the first 2 weeks, the sun will come out again. Okay, but you got to make it past the hump first, and it's not going to be easy. Now, back to the meal plan. Once you find out what the caloric intake is, I'm going to start asking you questions. These are the questions I want to know. Are you allergic to anything? What are the foods that you absolutely hate to eat? Would you prefer 2 to 6 meals a day? Okay. Do you prefer having your biggest meal being in the beginning of the day or the end of the day? Considering all these things, how much time do you have to actually sit down and eat this food, or go ahead and make this food? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because you might want to eat 6 meals a day. However, your job and everything that you're doing is so to the point where you don't have time to cook it, you don't have time to eat it. So actually you would do better with 3 big meals a day or 2 big meals a day. What time do you start eating? Do you start eating early in the morning as soon as you wake up, or around lunchtime? All of these things I need to know. And so after you answer all these questions for me, I want you to watch this video. After you watch this video, you send answers to all those questions, and then I will make your meal plan. I'm going to send you a grocery list of the things you need, and I'm going to send you my recommendation of vitamins, my recommendation of the certain products I'm going to tell you to use, and then as far as like what brand of peanut butter to get, like what brand of green smoothie to get, stuff like that. And then I'm going to send you your meal plan, and then based on what you see, you tell me, hey, I can't do this, or I don't like that, or whatever. I rarely ever have that issue, but we'll start there. And then every week we're going to change it, and we're going to look at what worked, how you felt, what you liked, what you didn't like, and we'll just go from there. Every week you're going to get something different. Some things are going to stay the same, some are not going to stay the same. Sometimes you're going to lose something, sometimes you're going to gain something. So it just all depends. It's customized to you. So if you have any questions about this, let me know, and we'll go from here. All right, I hope that's easy for you to understand, and do what I say, because I know what goals you want. I know what it takes to get there. I'm going to be encouraging you to please look up recipes. Please get creative in the kitchen. I'm going to give you a lot of freedom in this meal plan. I'm going to suggest to you certain things, but I'm not going to tell you how to cook it. So there's certain things, there's a lot of things you're going to be able to do. Don't limit yourself. And if there's anything that you want to change, please let me know so I can find the equivalent for you. I'd rather find the equivalent for you than you try to find an equivalent and then you end up doing wrong. And also, I expect you to mess up, okay? Not only am I a former addiction counselor, but I used to have weight problems and eating problems and bad relationships with food. I do know that you're going to mess up. I do know that you're going to relapse. My philosophy is I want to get your nutrition 85% clean, and I want you to know how to, okay, you messed up at lunch, pick it up at dinner. I don't want you to be one of those people that says, oh, I'm going to start fresh on Monday. Oh, I'll start fresh next week or next month or something like that. No, you're going to start fresh today. You messed up today, we're going to clean it up today. I'm not trying to take things away from you. I'm trying to broaden your horizon, because right now you live in a bubble. You live in a box where you only eat certain things. You only eat the things you're used to. You're only eating the things that you think taste good. However, there's a whole world beyond salad, beyond Subway, that you still need to explore. And when you start exploring those things and you open yourself up, not only are you going to find yourself losing weight, but you're going to find yourself liking things that you never thought you'd like before. So let me know if you have any issues. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.